Hello everyone and welcome back to Amazing Fragrances, and I am Simone. I am here today to talk to you about a very beautiful scent that I recently smelled on someone at a wedding reception, and it was just so amazing. It just kind of blew me away, and I'm happy to tell you that I ran out and bought that bottle and some other ones as well. And so today we're going to be talking about Jo Malone. And Jo Malone makes these beautiful fragrances. She's out of London. Today I have the lime, basil, and mandarin, which you can see this is the big bottle, I believe. This is the 3.4 ounce. Yes, so this is the largest bottle. And I have the dark amber and ginger lily, which smells really, this is cologne intense. So the darker bottles in the Jo Malone store are the intense bottles, which means they're going to be a lot stronger. And then I have the wood sage and sea salt, and that's that one. This is a tiny little one that I got because I wasn't really sure at first how this one would smell. So this one is really itty bitty, but it's just perfect. And as you can see, I only have a very little bit left. So, a little backstory on this one for Jo Malone, the lime, basil, and mandarin. So this is what I smelled on a lady at my friend's wedding reception. We were standing there in line, taking pictures, and this very wonderful, beautiful lady passed by me, and I just kept getting hit in the face with this perfume. And it was almost like, what was that? Who is that? And I kept looking around thinking, somebody is wearing something amazing. And it was not just the whiff of it, it was like a burst of it hitting you in the face, right? And I kept saying, somebody is wearing something that smells like limes, which is one of my very favorite citrusy smells. So sure enough, this wonderful lady came over and gave me a hug at the reception and welcomed me, and it was her. And I was like, what are you wearing? And I know that's kind of a weird thing to say to someone as soon as they hug you and welcome you to a party, but it was literally, I was so happy that I discovered who it was, and it was her. She was actually one of the hosts for my dear friend. And I literally, that was my welcoming introduction, or my thank you, was, what are you wearing? Oh my goodness. And on her, I would say that was her definite signature scent. You know, everybody has their own scent. This is definitely that wonderful lady's scent. And the lime, basil, and mandarin is just that, folks. You have a burst of lime with a little touch of mandarin, a note underneath. And it also has to have a musky base to it, because that is what is kind of pushing the lime and the mandarin forward. So I would say it's the basil, which you do also smell as a base note, but that's what's helping boost that lime. So if you love lime citrusy scents, this one even by itself is enough, because that's all she had on. And it was very funny because towards the end of the party, I was even asking her, you know, what, don't forget to tell me, you know, don't forget. She was like, oh, I'm not sure, I don't know, it could be this, it could be. I go, well, as soon as you get home, you find out. And sure enough, when she got home, through my friend, she sent a picture of the bottle and showed me this one. And I was very stunned because I had never smelled really anything by Jo Malone. And this one, folks, is beautiful. So if you like lime scents with mandarin and a note of the basil. Now the basil is not very overpowering. It won't overpower the lime. The lime is what you're going to get from this scent. And as you can see, I've put a little dent in it. I do have lots of bottles of perfume, but this one definitely has a dent because it lasts all day. The longevity on this is about 6 to 7 hours, I would say. It's very strong. And one thing that I found with the lime, basil, and mandarin is if you mix it with the dark amber and ginger lily, this smells wonderful too, because it's intense. Now this is a very intense amber with that ginger and a very slight hint of the floral at the end. If you mix that one with this one, you would have the perfect combo. Now, if you want to get even more interesting on that, shout out to fellow YouTuber Huélame Mucho. He is the one I got this note from. If you mix all three of these, this is his killer combo. This is what he has said, and I thought, let me try that out and see if he's being truthful about that, or if he's just saying that, right? Well, I went ahead and did his recommendation. Ooh, and this is wood, sage, and sea salt, the little tiny one. What you do is you take your dark amber and ginger lily, which is the intense one, right? It's very, very strong. You're going to spray 2 shots of that, just like that. Then you're going to get the lime, basil, and mandarin. You're going to spray on top of that. Wait about 10 seconds and then spray on top of that. Then you're going to top it off with the wood, sage, and sea salt. And as you see, I hardly don't have any left of that. And folks, you will have a killer combo. And he was all truthful on that video. So thank you, Huélame Mucho, for that, because you're the reason that I actually went out and bought the other 2 on top of the lime, basil, and mandarin. So those are my 3 recommendations for Jo Malone. These bottles do range anywhere from, I believe these were $175 for the 3.4 ounce. This one is also a 1.7 ounce. So this is a 50 milliliter bottle. This is a 3.4 ounce bottle. So they are a little pricey. I got mine straight from the Jo Malone store in Washington, D.C. But you can find Jo Malone actually at Nordstrom, which I was pleasantly surprised. They have the whole line there, and they have wonderful products, including creams, which I actually got the cream for the lime basil to make it even more intense. You put the lotion on first, the body cream, and then you spray that directly onto the body lotion. So there you go. Those 3 are wonderful. Please leave me your comments below if you have tried those Jo Malones, or if you have other Jo Malones that you've tried. Let me know. I'd love to hear the comments on those, and possibly I can do a video on my impressions on those at a later time. Thank you again for watching, and as always, please smell good, smell wonderful, and God bless.